So howdy y'all, you read the title correctly, and you may be asking yourself, Jacob, what does a water bottle holster even mean? Well, let me demonstrate. I came up with this idea probably a little bit under a year ago when I saw a Reddit post about some guy who made a water bottle holster of some sort. I don't remember what they called it, but he had a water bottle and it clipped on his leg kind of area, and I thought that was really, really cool. So I tried my best to mimic it, despite not being able to find the actual original post, but I tried my best to make it function as I remember. There you go. So we've got the water bottle holster, fits nicely on the hip, just like so. And you can actually do a nice little job with it. And it's held on with magnets. I put some hard drive magnets, let's see if it focuses. Put some hard drive magnets on the actual thing and on the hip to keep it nice and tight. The magnets hold it on and make sure it doesn't actually fall off. And it actually does have like a clipping mechanism that holds on to it so it doesn't, the magnets can't slip. The magnets are just to keep it from, unclipping itself. But originally, I thought that the magnets could hold the water bottle itself, but I was sorely mistaken, and the magnets could not, in fact, hold it. But that's okay, that's what trial and error is for. All the different parts of it, it has a bunch of different parts to make sure I don't have to reprint everything if something fails, and just print it, the small part that fails. And it's all for just testing, of course, but you can see the different versions of each part that I've printed, and you can tell I'm up to version 4 for some parts, and version 3 or 4 for some parts. And it's kind of cool seeing the different parts come together like this. For those of y'all who do know me, I carry my water bottle around a lot, but as you can probably tell, this is a massive water bottle. It's half a gallon, and I've decked it out, and it's pretty heavy, which means that it's tiring to carry it around everywhere. So for short trips and whatnot, it's nice just to have a small kind of water bottle to carry around. But carrying small water bottles is really annoying because they're tiny, so you just have to hold them. And for my main water bottle, there's just a handle, so it's just nice and kind of there, which it's there because it's heavy. But for regular water bottles, there's no comfortable way to hold it. So I figured out that I would try this, and I went through many hours of troubleshooting and designing, and lots and lots of hours. But yeah, I actually made sure I added some protection for the water bottle just to make sure that when it inevitably does fall, because I'm still in the testing phase, it doesn't necessarily hurt itself too much. There's quite a bit of dinging on the top. That's when I've been testing it running or whatever, and it'll actually fall off or something will break, and that's what all the dinging up is for. Now, I know this is a very niche product, but that's what's so neat about 3D printing is that you don't need to print it. It's just the whole 3D printing community is awesome in the sense that you just contribute whatever you want, and people will take your idea and spin it off into certain things or whatnot. And I just think it's cool to be able to express my idea or my niche kind of project that I'm working on. Sure, I'll probably make more videos about my water bottle holster itself, but yeah, I'm just sharing this to the community, to those who want to see it, just because I thought it was cool. So I'm sure some of y'all thought it would think it is cool, but I might and might not include STL files. Just comment down below if you do want to see STL files for sure, because I don't know, these are still a work in progress, and I'm working on a version 5 or 4 or whatever that'll hook on the bottom as well, some sort of clipping mechanism that it won't fall off whatsoever. And I also need to have a better built kind of a thing, because right now the way it is not very ergonomic for the belt. Test different environments, but it's not very great on the belt. It kind of has quite a bit of stress on the belt, and it's kind of annoying to clip necessarily. As you can in the video, I had to redo actually slipping the water bottle on, just because it's a little annoying at some parts, but I'm not sure how I would solve that. Because as you can tell, you kind of have to move your shirt out of the way, which is, that's pretty cool. It just clips onto your pocket like that. That was unintentional, by the way. but you kind of have to move, like if your shirt's filled down over it, you have to move your shirt and then put it on. But it's a little bit of practice, but it's nothing too terrible. And for what it is, it's actually kind of cool. You can take it on a walk or whatever, and I've engineered it. I'm working on it so that like jumping around and stuff doesn't like make it fall out, because previous versions it did. And obviously this is quite a bit of jumping, not like crazy, but it's quite a bit of force on the actual thing. But just because of the magnets and the way it's built, it actually doesn't do a whole lot to it and it won't actually fall off. Now I could make it fall off. Let me try. It actually doesn't want to come out right now. That's actually kind of ironic, but it has fallen out before, but it's just made to not fall out. So the whole mechanism actually consists of 4 parts, 4 different segments. So we've got the 2 parts that are connected to the belt that clip to each other and just slide on like so. And then we've got the bottle portion, which is also 2 parts that clips on with these little clips that slide on and like that. And this is actually version 1 that I was trying. Originally, I was thinking I could have the water bottle holster on my hand or on my leg, hence the paracord holes, but that didn't work out, and I realized that that would cause lots of loss of circulation, and I really didn't like that. But then we've got all of our different other versions right here. But yeah, the hard drive magnets are like such an odd shape, which is like, it makes sense, but yeah, I had to custom make the hole just to fit their need. But yeah, we've got all the different versions, and then version 2 or 3, I realized that, you know, paracord wasn't going to work, and so I moved on. And this was actually one of the tests that had a critical failure, and I realized that it was way too thin, and that's why for the current version it's very, very thick. So yeah, but yeah, we've got all these different versions. This one I accidentally printed with tree supports with like 0 distance between the two, which was lovely. This one was also a critical failure where it was way too thin and just kind of sheared straight off. This is the part where clips on. It's the second part of the belt portion. So the little clip thingies just sheared straight off. So yeah, these are the different segments of it. And then I actually switched from PLA to TPU because it wasn't squishy enough and didn't hold the water bottle very well. So yeah, it holds the water bottle pretty well as it is now, so yep. And thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed. I enjoyed making the video, and comment down below any suggestions or ideas on how I can make it better. It's still a work in progress, so subscribe if you want, like if you like, dislike if you disliked it, and yeah, anyways, God bless. Peace. Have a good day.